On this day in 1962, President John F. Kennedy took to the airwaves to deliver a chilling message to the American people. Soviet nuclear missile installations had been discovered in Cuba, just 90 miles off the coast of the United States. This discovery marked the beginning of what we now call the Cuban Missile Crisis, a 13-day standoff that brought the world to the brink of nuclear war. Kennedy didn't mince words. He announced a naval blockade, though he called it a quarantine, around Cuba to prevent further Soviet missile shipments. He demanded that the missiles already on the island be dismantled and warned the Soviet Union that any missile launched from Cuba would be considered an attack by the Soviets themselves, triggering a full retaliatory response from the United States. Imagine the tension. For almost 2 weeks, the world held its breath as US and Soviet forces stood eyeball to eyeball with the specter of nuclear annihilation looming large. The stakes couldn't have been higher. Behind the scenes, intense negotiations were going on. Kennedy and his advisors knew that any misstep could lead to catastrophic consequences. Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev was also feeling the heat, aware that a single miscalculation could spell disaster for the entire world. Finally, in a dramatic turn of events, Khrushchev agreed to dismantle the missile sites in Cuba. In return, Kennedy promised not to invade Cuba and secretly agreed to remove US missiles from Turkey. Kennedy's handling of this crisis is often credited with averting a potential nuclear conflict. His calm yet firm approach, combined with diplomatic finesse, turned a potentially apocalyptic scenario into a triumph of diplomacy. The Cuban Missile Crisis remains one of the most perilous moments of the Cold War. It serves as a stark reminder of how close we came to the unthinkable and highlights the importance of strong, measured leadership in times of crisis. So, as we reflect on this day, let's remember the lessons learned and the importance of diplomacy in navigating the complex world of international relations. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this dive into history, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more captivating tales from the past. Until next time, stay curious.